Good evening. Thank you for the people on Zoom that are zooming in. I appreciate it. I hope y'all are having a great time. So what we are going to learn how to do today is use this clicker. Okay. Um, I'll just one moment, y'all. There we go. You get help. That's how you use the clicker. You get help. All right. So what we're going to be doing is you are going to learn how to use a 1936 Rolleiflex twin lens camera. It is sleek. It is beautiful. It is defined. Some of the key characteristics of this camera are, as you can see, there are two lenses. The top lens is for is the viewfinder, which helps you give depth and distance whenever you're taking your picture. The bottom lens is what captures the image you are trying to take in front of you. Now, unlike our cell phones where you finagle and try to either get really close or really far with the camera, you have to wear it and position it around your waist. The reason is the viewfinder is located at the top of the camera, as you can see, and you have to look down in order to take a picture or to look at whatever you're going to take a picture of. Now, before we can learn how to take a picture with this camera, we need to remember a few key terms about photography, namely aperture, f-stop, shutter speed, and ISO. Aperture is the opening where light passes into the camera. So as you can see above me, it is the pinhole located in the middle of the shutter. And f-stop adjusts how much or how little light passes through that hole. Now, normally if you do an f-stop of a lower number, which is 2 or 4, less light is going through your image and into the camera. However, if you have a higher f-stop, f16, f24, there's going to be more light going into the camera and into the image. Shutter speed measures how fast the shutter closes, and ISO measures the camera's light sensitivity. Now, does anyone want to come up and give this camera a try? Come on down. And what is your name?
Haley.
All right, Haley, I'm going to have you come over to my right side here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to load this camera with film, and then you are going to take a picture of whatever you want. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So what I want you to do first is I want you to grab the camera, put the strap around your neck just to make sure we don't drop it. Beautiful. Now what I want you to do is flip the camera upside down. And do you see that notch right in front of you? Yes, I want you to push it to the left. No, the black one right here. Yep. So what she's doing is she's unlocking the latch at the bottom of the camera to take off the bottom to load the film into the spool and into the camera. No, but now you did. It's fine. You want me to help you out?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's tricky. This camera is vintage, but sometimes things happen and the back just falls off and makes your work easier. All right. So the film that we are going to be using and that you're going to be using is Ilford HP5 with a 400 ISO. All that means is that she can take pictures in places like this with a lot of light. If the ISO is higher, like approximately 700 plus, you would be taking pictures in darker places. Now, normally with film like this, the negatives that you make are going to be easier to see and to review later after development. As you can see, that is a sample of images that I made, and some of them are good, some of them need some work, but that's the beauty of what this film can do. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to unwrap the film until you can see the tiny little patch of black. It looks like a lip of paper pushing out. Yeah, that works. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to flip the film around. Yep, perfect. And I'm going to help you with this part because it may be a little bit difficult to finagle. But what she's going to do is she's going to put the film into the bottommost spool in the camera and situate it and lock it into place. I like to sometimes call this putting it into the noses because you have to lock these little crosshairs into the notches in the camera. Sometimes it works easily, sometimes it does not. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. So now that it is locked into place, what you're going to do is you're going to take this little lip and put it under this gray bar. Beautiful. And you're going to, yep, and I'm going to pull it out a little bit for you. And now I'm going to ask you to take it off of your neck because this part is easier when you're holding it sideways. So what she's going to do now is put the secondmost or farthermost spool into here with the film attached so that she can start cranking it and get the camera ready to take a picture. So I'm going to have you hold the mic. Going to do, sorry, the next thing she's going to do is she's going to crank the lever to where she's going to put this arrow on the further side of the camera so she knows the film is ready.
Yeah, no.
Hard part. Yes. modern cell phones, am I right? Once she has loaded the film, she would turn the crank to where the camera number would read, or the photo roll would read 0, which means she would be ready to take a picture. After that, you would decide what you would want to take a picture of. So go ahead and take a look around the room and see what you want to take a picture of. All right, fantastic. So once you would do that, you would have to physically move wherever you would want to go to get your shot. So you could pop open that viewfinder at the top of the camera. Yep. And then you would turn this distance, make it clear. So I'm going to let you that settled. So then what you would do is you would use a light meter to get the right ISO and everything. I'm going to go ahead and help you out with that. So you would have to set the f-stop on 22. You would turn this knob over here. Perfect. And then you would turn the other knob on the right to 2 seconds. Beautiful. All right. So once you are all settled, you are physically where you want to take the picture. All you would need to do is take the shutter button off and then go ahead and press that button to take your picture. And congratulations, you have taken a picture with a 1930s era camera. Now you get to go and develop it. Kidding. That takes a bit more work than that, but hopefully this helps you see the intricacy and sometimes complexity of using a 1930s style camera. Thank you all so much.